So Dan, did you get your body only by jumping rope? This is a question that I get asked a lot, and I don't want this to be redundant because we have made some videos recently. Like, for example, can you lose weight only with jump rope, which was meant to be more directed to people asking that question in general. Like, can you generally lose weight with jump rope? This video though is, did I get my body only by jumping rope? What I want to do today is just talk about how I made my 70-pound transformation, like how I initially lost that 70 pounds, and then now what my routine is to maintain the physique that I have. All right, so how did I lose 70 pounds jumping rope? I also just made a video detailing how I went through that transformation, so be sure to watch that video if you haven't, but I'll just give you a quick breakdown. So when I initially lost 70 pounds, I was skipping 4 to 5 times a week, again, about 30 minutes. I was lifting weights at that time about 2 times per week, minimal body weight exercises. So when I wasn't lifting, some days I would do push-ups, but maybe it was like once a week. I was walking because I initially lost most of this weight in New York City when I was living there. So I walked everywhere. And actually, I have to credit the girlfriend that I had at the time. She was the one who had me start tracking my macros and like get the nutrition stuff dialed in. So I was doing that. So that obviously helped me greatly lose that 70 pounds. So my routine to lose that 70 pounds and what I do now, it hasn't really changed that much. The only difference is, or how I maintain my weight loss now. So right now I fluctuate in between 190 to 200 pounds, but I really like the weight that I am, and sometimes I'm a little bit leaner, sometimes I gain a little bit of weight and then I like have to lose it again, but for the most part I feel very lean. I feel my muscles are very full. I'm happy with my physique, and also from a performance standpoint I feel better than I ever have. That's, you know, obviously something that's better than just the physique part of it, but yeah. So all right, let's get into point number 1. I still jump rope all the time. I skip like 4 to 6 times per week. Some days, or some weeks, it's every single day. And then other weeks, it might be only 3 days, but typically it's for about 30 to 40 minutes. I try to get somewhere using the cross rope amp in between 3,000 and 4,000 skips, which again is about a 30 to 40 minute workout. Right now, the 1/4 pound and the 1 pound are my favorite. Those are the jump ropes that I use. And then next, what I do is for resistance training, and the difference that from when I first initially lost the 70 pounds, I just do push-ups and pull-ups. I do not lift weights. I haven't for a long time. I will go in these periods where I tell myself I'm going to start lifting again, and then I just don't. And recently I've become like really into doing pull-ups. I think like building that type of strength is really cool. So I've honestly been doing a lot more pull-ups than push-ups lately, but yeah, I don't do any weightlifting to have a muscular physique. It's all body weight exercises, making sure I'm getting enough protein, and using heavy jump ropes. Another thing that I wouldn't say has contributed to my physique, well, maybe a little bit, but more so my strength and my joint strength, is doing dead hangs. Dead hangs have been really cool for me because not only do they help increase your strength, they've also helped me prevent injury, because I surf a lot, so I'm always paddling, and I jump rope using weighted ropes, so I'm always, you know, skipping. Basically, I'm always kind of overusing my shoulders, and what I've found is dead hangs just help to prevent some of that shoulder injury that I had before. So I typically will do 5 sets of 30 seconds dead hangs every single day, and that's also the way that I stretch and get ready to do a bunch of pull-ups. Point number 4, dumbbells. So I use dumbbells to create our recent dumbbell program, which is in the Jarity app. So I definitely would, you know, I wanted to include that because I think my physique, I have gained a little bit of muscle over the past couple months from creating the dumbbell workout program, but they're not a large part of my routine. I don't do them frequently. So still, most of the way that I am able to maintain this physique is strictly off of surfing, jump rope, push-ups, pull-ups, and a ton of walking. Point number 5, no weights. I just don't do weights anymore. I have nothing against weights. Doing weightlifting is actually so incredibly good for you, not just from a physique perspective, but for your joint health and preventing injury. I just personally, and especially with like the Jump Rope Dudes brand, I really like this whole idea of creating your body by just using your body to do body weight exercises. And then like I'm in the ocean paddling for surfing, and then I'm using this, you know, a jump rope, a weighted jump rope to get my physique. I like the idea of being sort of this hybrid athlete whose entire fitness routine is based outside and not inside of a facility. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, again, that's my personal preference. Point number 6, surfing, just paddling. You're just burning an insane amount of calories, which is just an activity that I didn't have to my routine before. Point number 7, walking. I just walk a lot. It's just so good for you. It's free, it's easy, you don't have to think about it. If you're looking to lose some extra pounds and get shredded, walk, like you got to do the 10K steps, I'm telling you. And point number 8, how I maintain, is just my diet. Like that's probably the biggest thing for, like, even when my training, I never slack on my training. Like I'm always training, I'm always doing the things that I just described. The only thing I slack on is sometimes I eat too much and then I have to like lose a little bit of weight. But one thing that has greatly improved all of that is the diet that I'm on now. I don't really eat a lot of filler foods anymore. I don't really eat that much dessert anymore. I'm not really eating a ton of processed carbs. I'm trying to just stick to like food, which sounds really simple and ridiculous, but I just eat food, man. Steak, salmon, chicken, avocados, vegetables, fruits, nuts, like just basic things that are real food. And I would, to anyone out there, I would recommend checking out our diet video because I detail exactly what my diet looks like. But if you're someone who's trying to lose weight, I would learn how to cook. And just to let you know, I used to be a really horrible cook, and I used to be one of those people that said I was a horrible cook until it really sank in that cooking is just following directions. And as long as you can follow some directions, you can also make really good, delicious food that's good for weight loss and doesn't, you know, isn't boring. So guys, that's my routine for staying lean. I know I said a lot of different things, but I would say that the overall, and I still think this is a very realistic, because I just named a bunch of things, but I still think for someone who, you know, the average person just trying to lose weight, this is a very realistic routine. And also the main things I do are jump rope, moving my body, like outside of jumping rope, walking, doing push-ups, pull-ups, you know, doing some other form of cardio like surfing, or, you know, again, you could just walk more if you wanted to, and then just paying attention to what I eat. So it's, you know, I know that I said a lot, but really if you break it down, my routine for staying this way is not super complicated. And just understand that your ability to not overeat is going to help you stay lean. Like that's going to be a big part of it. Okay, that's what I do, but how do I make this sustainable? Like, how do I make all of these things I'm saying easy for me to follow? Point number 1, move as much as possible. I cannot state this enough. Just doing exercise for like 30 minutes and then not moving the rest of the day is not gonna help your body burn calories. I try to do, out of all those things I mentioned, by the way, I'm not doing push-ups, pull-ups, surfing, jump rope, walking every single day. I try to pick 2 forms of exercise for each day. So I might take a super long walk in the morning and then do my jump rope workout at night. I might surf in the morning and then do a jump rope workout at night. I might surf and do pull-ups and do a little bit of jump rope. But I guess what my point is just I try to move my body as much as I can. If I'm at my computer for too long, I'll just get out my freestyle rope and skip for, you know, 5 minutes just to loosen myself up. If I haven't moved my body a lot, you know, in a certain day, I'll go for a long walk or something like that. I just think to myself, like, move and do things as much as you can. Point number 2, stop eating so much food. Avoiding overeating is definitely how you're going to allow yourself to feel better, look better, and hit your goals in terms of fitness and weight loss. And I think the reason that I put this on there was because I think people sometimes, like, we live in a world now, no matter what country you're in basically, but especially in America and Western culture, there's so much advertisement to just eat all the time. Breakfast, you wake up, you gotta have a huge meal. Lunch, you gotta have a huge meal. Dinner, you have to have a huge meal. Your body does not need to be eating all the time. Like, my personal opinion is, like, we just as a collective society spend way too much time thinking and consuming food when we could be doing a lot of other stuff. Like, for me, I like to wake up, maybe eat a little bit, and then just get on with my day. Do all the important stuff that I have to do so that I can finish my day a little bit early and then eat my food at night. I hate feeling like, okay, I have to wake up and eat breakfast, then I have to stop what I'm doing and eat lunch, and then I have to get back into my work routine, and then I got to stop and eat dinner. I just like to wake up, get after it, whether it be physically or with work or whatever, and then end the day by eating most of my calories. Another thing I want to say too is I'm not crazy about being so strict with my diet that I'm eating the same amount of protein every day. Like, straight up, guys, some days I want to lose a little bit of weight, and so I just won't eat that many calories. So maybe, you know, some days I'll get 30 grams of protein, but then maybe the next day I go eat Korean barbecue and I get 200 grams of protein. The way that I view getting the right amount of food, I view it, what does your week look like? If I have a bunch of days where I eat a good amount of protein and real foods, then the fact that I ate, you know, a little, like some cookies or something one of those days doesn't really matter as much. Point number 3, I just believe in a simple philosophy. Like, could my body be better and more aesthetic? Yes. Like, I'm not like someone on social media who thinks that I have the best body out there. Like, there are people who work so tirelessly and take steroids and like do all these things to make themselves look perfect. And my philosophy on all that is just like, dude, I just want to look good naked. Like, I just want to have some defined muscle. I want to have a lean body. I want to be functional. And to do that, the way I view it is like, just have super intense jump rope workouts, do push-ups, do pull-ups, things that stimulate your muscles, throw in some other activities, like I said, with walking, surfing, bike riding, whatever that might be for you, and then just call it a day. Like, my whole philosophy is like, there's way too many things going on in life for me to focus all of my time and effort on having this perfect body. Like, just develop a routine that you can manage and that allows you to lose weight over time and keep that weight off. That's really what the goal is here. It's not perfection. And lastly, how I make this easy. Point number 4, you have to know when to check yourself. There are times when I fall off a little bit and I gain a little bit of weight. And I just made a video about that too. It's I'm linking it right here. And sometimes you just gotta look in the mirror and be like, yo, we just gained like 10 pounds. Like, that's not okay. And I've been slacking on my eating, or I've had too many beers, or I had too much sugar, or whatever it may be. I think it's very important as you go on this journey to just be able to look yourself in the face and be like, dude, I'm just like going a little wild right now. And I need to rein it in and get back on my routine, because like, your body is in a constant state of fluctuation. You're either gaining weight, losing muscle, gaining muscle, whatever that is. So your goal is to just try and develop a range for yourself that you consistently balance in. And when you get outside of that range, you're like, oh no, we got to rein it back in. Or you get below that range, you're like, no, we got to bring it back in. So guys, no, I don't only jump rope to get the body that I have and keep the body that I have. But doing jump rope exercises and workouts and using heavy ropes is a large part of what I do to maintain this physique. I believe that jump rope is the best fitness tool on the planet because it engages every single muscle on your body. And when you're using a heavier rope, it sort of feels like you're getting the benefits of doing a cardio workout with that pump that you feel when you lift weights. So that's why I like it so much. I hope this video was helpful. I feel like you guys have been asking a lot of good questions recently. I've been in the comments a lot, and it's been fun to make these videos where I'm just sort of explaining, because overall, again, you know, I love making videos. So whatever videos you guys want me to make, obviously comment them below. What I really enjoy the most about this process is like making an educational video like this and then seeing people in the comments follow through with what I'm saying and get results for themselves. Like, that's the whole reason that jump rope, you know, I like to entertain you guys, you know, hopefully the videos are sometimes entertaining, but my goal with this channel is that you're just getting something out of it, and you feel like the things that I'm saying are realistic to put into your personal life, and you're feeling better because of it. So appreciate you as always. Don't forget to check out our free PDF, 10 things that matter for weight loss. It's like the JRD Bible of what you should be focusing on. You can print that PDF out, put it on your wall, all that. Again, also our favorite jump rope, it's linked up below. Hit me in the comments. We'll have a discussion. Thanks for tuning in.